I hope you are doing really well. I wanted to come in here to have a little bit of a catch up because I feel like it's been quite a long time since we had a little bit of like a sit down, heart to heart catch up, and I've been having a few things going on at the moment that I just kind of wanted to like update you on and share with you guys, because it was actually because an experience I had recently kind of reminded me just, no matter how much you think you know of someone's life online, just how little you really know. And it was actually it was in my morning routine, and someone she is the loveliest girl, Maisie, if you're watching, you are the biggest sweetheart in the world, and just made a passing comment about why I was cycling. It was something about like our body shapes and blah blah blah. And I just replied saying I was actually cycling for some health reasons at the moment, and you know, she was the sweetest thing and just said, I'm so sorry, I had no idea. And it's funny because I know she watches my videos, like every single one, and so I feel like she knows me really well, but she didn't know about what was going on. So it's just funny how like it really is the biggest reminder just to be kind to people online, because you really never know what's going on with someone's life. So I've been having a few, just a bit of like, God, it's so, I don't think I would struggle getting my words out. Just some health things going on recently. So backstory. I feel like I've been telling this backstory so much over the past few months with the amount of doctors and consultants I've seen. But I used to be really active. So I have been running 3 times a week. I'd be like running 2-3 times a week, 5-6 Ks most of the time. And I loved it, absolutely loved it. And an old injury has started flaring up. So if I go back to the injury, so I used to play netball for my university. Literally, like, when I say I was active, I was so active. Like, we would be playing, I think we'd be having 1 match a week and then 3 training sessions a week. And it was like intense. Like, I was on the university first team, so it was like intense training. Like, we had strength and conditioning coaches, we had personal trainers. And anyway, there was one netball match where I just hit into this girl, like we both jumped up to get the ball and just like whacked into each other, and I just fell on my knee funny. And it's funny how I've probably done that thousands of times, where I've gone on, you know, jumped up to hit a ball and hit into someone and just fallen a bit funny, and I've been fine. But I knew I'd fallen a bit funny on my knee, and I knew it wasn't okay. So like I came off the court, had MRIs and stuff, and it turned out that I had bruised the bone on my knee, which is such a weird thing to say. So anyway, rested it for a few months, came back onto the court and was fine. And this was a good 3 or 4 maybe years ago, because this was back when I was in my final year at university. So this was a long time ago now. And this year I have just had a lot of issue with that knee. So for 3 years my knee has been absolutely fine. As I say, like I've been running, I've been doing loads of stuff, like running, cycling, whatever, swimming, loads of activities. You know that Alex has been loving his trekking, and I noticed from about January to now I've just been getting more and more issues. Like it just started getting a bit achy after some runs, so I would just rest it maybe a couple of times and then go back to the run, but it just started getting progressively worse. And it's actually really insane, because like you think it's a long period of time, January to now, but actually from what it was to what it is now, it has just gotten so bad so quickly. So I went from doing about 3, 5, 6 Ks a week to now not even being able to run 5K. And as someone who is really active, it's very difficult to go from one extreme to the it wasn't even an extreme, just to go from being active to not being able to do anything at all. And also for me, like I think 90% of being active, running, fitness is mental. I definitely notice a huge difference in like my moods. I notice a huge difference in how I'm feeling, like just from not getting any endorphins. So 99.9% of the reason why I do these activities is for my mental health. So not being able to do them has been quite tricky. So I've been seeing lots of good doctors and consultants, and we finally managed to arrange another MRI, which also is quite difficult this time because waiting lists at the moment are astronomical, like astronomical. So finally managed to have my MRI and get my results back, and it turns out I have a thing called I have to get my phone out because I literally can't pronounce it. It's called chondromalacia patella, which I have basically been told is something that happens in women between about the ages of 18 and 30, or 18 and 27, I think they said. It only happens in women, so they think it's to do with a hormonal imbalance, and there's no cure. So it's a bit of a hard pill to swallow, being told, we know you're in pain, we can see you're in pain, there's nothing we can do to fix your pain. So I'm not gonna lie, I spent the past couple of days crying a lot. And anyone with chronic illnesses, anyone who struggles with things on like a daily basis, I have so much respect for you. So much respect for you, because this has been really, really difficult for me over the past few months, just in terms of being in constant pain, like constant pain. Like even when I just went to Highclere recently, we just walked around a manor house. It wasn't anything too extraneous, it wasn't anything too difficult, and that evening I was in agony, absolute agony. You know, having to take prescription medication, icing it, elevating it, you know, it's also difficult because it's like such an awful ache, like it feels like a headache in my knee is the only way to describe it, and you just can't get comfortable. Like the whole night I was just moaning, and poor Alex was trying to like get me ice and trying to help, but you're just like lying on the sofa one way, lying on the sofa the other way, putting a pillow under your knee, putting your knee up, like lying down on the floor, and it's just so draining, I think is the biggest way to like describe it. So I've been referred to physiotherapy. I still need to do a bit of research into what I can find about it. I know that people always say Googling is not the best thing, but I just think it will help give me peace of mind for people that have maybe overcome it. Because, so another thing is, so mine's grade 2, which is not bad. Like I've been told that that's fairly like moderate, in terms of how bad it could be, but it basically will go one of two ways. Either once I hit my 30s, it will mend itself, or it'll turn arthritic, which is a really, really fun toss up there, especially since arthritis runs in my family. So it's kind of basically told me you'll probably have to have a knee replacement maybe in your 30s to 40s, which is like just insane. Not a fun thought to think about, and I've basically been told no impact. Wow, that was a loud door close. I don't know if you heard that, but one of my neighbours just slammed their door. No impact, so I'm not allowed to run anymore. I can't play netball, no like jumping. Things that will make it worse is incline, trekking up hills. Yeah, just a lot of things that I do basically. So I've basically been told cycling and aquatherapy. So once I start my physiotherapy, she'll be able to give me like exercises and stuff, and you know, things that I can do to help it get better. Like it's not definite that it won't ever not be painful. Like the physio can do things like taping and strapping and exercises that will help me move my kneecap, which that sounds like such, apparently basically we need to move my kneecap through exercises with a physio in order to relieve the pain. So that's like such a bizarre thing to think about. And yeah, so I got the results literally like 2 days ago. So I've been feeling a little bit down about it recently, just because, as I say, it's such a hard pill to swallow. Like it's just so difficult when someone's telling you, we know that you're in agony. Like we can literally see it on this MRI, you know, we can see the damage that, like, apparently what is it that they wrote down? There's surface fraying, which that doesn't sound like fun, does it? So like, you know, we can see you're in agony, but there's just nothing we can do. And it's like, how in this day and age can be there's nothing that you can do? Yeah. I feel like women have it so hard. There are so many things that I know. Like I've got a couple of friends that have endometriosis, which is another one that one of them has been told there's nothing we can do. I think one of them is waiting for surgery at the moment. And this is something that apparently only happens to women. This is like... so yeah, that's really, really fun. And one thing he kept saying was, you know, if there's any consolation, it should go away in your 30s. And I'm like, well, I still have a little way to go till my 30s. Am I just supposed to be in pain for a few years? And he's kind of gone, well, the physio can do what they can. And I'm like, so yeah. Wasn't really planning on doing this update, which is why I don't really have that much to say about it. If there's anyone out there that has like ever lived with this, knows someone that lives with this, and can offer any advice, I would be very, very much appreciative of it, because I still need to do my research about it, and I still need to find out what exactly it is that I can and can't do. I've just so far been told by my consultant no impact, basically, which is just, yeah, crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to give that little update because I do feel like sometimes it's just easy to forget that everyone has bish going on, and everyone, like, you'll never know the full story. Even like your best mates who you think you know everything that's going on in their lives, the amount of times where you might not know everything, you know what I mean? And like people you see online, or just people that you follow on Instagram, you think you know their lives, you never know the full story. So yeah, and this wasn't a dig or anything at the person who had left that comment. It was just like, they are such a lovely person, and their comment was so not meant to be horrible. It was just passing, it was just a little, oh, by the way, and I don't know, it just kind of made me laugh because it just reminded me of how easy it is not to show things on the internet, because this has been going on since January. And obviously nobody had any idea on the internet. The only people that knew were my family and Alex. So yeah, sometimes it's mind-boggling, but I don't really know what else I have to say other than I feel like I'm probably going to take the rest of the afternoon off. I've been like up and down. I've been throwing myself into work a little bit, but also really struggling with work at the moment because of this. So I've been like in and out, but I think I might just give myself the rest of the afternoon off just to decompress. I might get my exercise bike out and do a half-an-hour spin because that's pretty much the only exercise I can do right now. And I think I need some endorphins. But yeah, I think I'll probably pick back up with you guys either tomorrow or another day, with something a little bit more lighthearted. I know that this isn't obviously the end of the world. Like, one thing I will say is, you guys know I'm such a big believer in like energy, manifestation, and the biggest thing is gratitude. And I think all I'm going to try and do right now is express gratitude that it isn't worse. It could have been a lot worse than that. I could have needed an entire knee operation. I could have needed an entire knee, you know, replacement. I could have needed surgery or whatever else it could have been. It could have been worse than this. So even though this is difficult, and even though it's something that's like unfixable to an extent, it could have been worse than that. So I'm a big believer everything happens for you, not to you. So yeah, I'll probably pick back up with this vlog maybe tomorrow. Might give myself the rest of the afternoon now, but I did just want to give you guys that little update. So I will see you guys tomorrow with something a little bit more lighthearted. Good morning, everyone. Is it still the morning? Just about still the morning. I'm picking up this vlog a little bit later than I normally do because I have just been getting on with a bit of work this morning. I filmed 2 reels that I am really excited to go up on the feed. I think they probably would have already gone up by now. I'm really enjoying filming reels at the moment, and I just had a couple of little ideas. I was quite inspired, so I thought I'd film those this morning. So I've just finished filming them. I've just like packed everything back up and moved things back, although I'm not gonna lie, my bedroom is looking an absolute state now. That's the problem with filming reels, is it gets very messy. So yeah, this is the state of the bedroom. We're just going to ignore that and leave that as it is. I know that I said I was going to pick up the vlog the next day after the chat that you would have just seen. I'm not gonna lie, it's a few days later. I just needed a bit of a break, so I decided to give myself a couple of days off work and just a couple of days to just kind of like recoup, be with myself essentially, and I guess kind of almost take in the news, because it's just something that was a bit of a shock, I guess, and something that is not exactly fun news to experience, but it's been a few days now. I am feeling a bit better about it. As I said, it still is a hard pill to swallow, because I know that it's not going to be getting better with like a really quick fix, and it's not something that I can just kind of like do this and like it goes away, but it's just something that I guess I have to live with now. So it just means that things have to change in my life, like some of the things that I do, some of the things that I enjoy doing, I know I can't do anymore. In terms of exercise, I just have to change up the kind of like exercise that I do in order to try and give myself endorphins and stuff. And Alex has just been an absolute saint, so what we are starting to do is do weekly swimming sessions, and we've been doing it for a few weeks now, before I got the results back, because he did say if it is this, swimming will help. So because I have been off my knee for like a little while, I wanted to do something, so we've been doing weekly swimming sessions at the moment, which is just so sweet of him, because I don't think swimming's like the most fun thing in the world. There are some people that love swimming. I'm not exactly the biggest fan. I actually, fun fact, used to work at a swimming pool when I was younger, from the ages of 14 to 19, 20, I think. I worked there for a really long time. I did a work experience there, then got offered a job. So I used to work there like after school and at weekends and stuff. And in all honesty, it's ruined swimming pools for me, because I know that the person who is in charge of doing all the chemical, really complicated stuff is like a 16-year-old. He doesn't really get paid enough to care, just kind of does whatever the instruction says. I know for a fact that swimming pools use like the least amount of chlorine that they need to, you know, like the minimal legal requirements. Cleaning wise, not gonna lie, I know that it's probably not overly clean, so it's one of those things where it's like, it's not the most enjoyable, but it is worth it just to be able to like get a bit of exercise, get a bit of endorphins, and I am still very grateful that I can still do that. So I'm definitely feeling a bit better today about it, but I just wanted to give you guys that update, because obviously like, I'm very open book, like we always chat and go through like what's going on in my life, whether it's the good or the bad, and that is something that is not overly fun that's going on at the moment. So I wanted to kind of give you guys that little update, but I am feeling a lot better today. Really glad I gave myself a couple of days off, because I just think I really needed it. But I've had a new little delivery this morning that I wanted to show, because I'm so excited by it, and it's like one of those things that is so needed today. So I've had a little delivery. I don't know if you can just about see the box here. It's quite a big box, but basically I was reached out to by a florist flower delivery company called Fleur de Luxe, and they actually reached out to me because they'd seen that I tagged them in a post. So if you guys know, I love my flowers, like love having fresh blooms and like lots of different like bunches of flowers, and it just brings me so much joy, and so I buy a lot myself. Like I spend a lot of money on flowers, and they'd seen that I just organically tagged them from a bunch of flowers that I'd bought, like a really gorgeous, it was a peony bouquet. They'd seen that I tagged them, so they reached out and just said thank you so much for like sharing the love, thank you so much, we're so glad you're a fan of Fleur de Luxe, we would love to send you a bunch as a little thank you. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes please, that would be lovely. And so they have sent over this absolutely stunning bouquet of roses. I think it's 24 pink roses here. Oh my goodness, this is so big. So this is something that has really cheered me up today, because it's been a bit of a tough couple of weeks, and I feel like flowers are one of those things that are just, they're such a lovely pick-me-up, and they're such a lovely little like thing to receive. I think having like life in the flower is always really nice. I love the kind of like therapeutic calmingness of like arranging the flowers, you know, cutting the stems, arranging the bouquet, making it look really pretty, setting it up. So I'm really grateful that they have sent this over, because as I said, I think it was really needed. And actually I was listening to Fern Cotton's podcast the other day, and the Happy Place podcast, and it was with Caitlin Moran, who also, by the way, I've always read her name as Caitlin because I've only ever seen her name written down and like read her articles and like read her column and stuff. So it was Caitlin Moran, who's obviously like a huge feminist writer, and it was really interesting. She was talking about like how feminism applies to men as well, and one of the big things is she apparently put out like this poll on Twitter and just said, what is like a an issue that you have as a man that a woman would never have? And one of them, like quite a few men said, no one ever buys me flowers. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, why don't men get flowers? Why don't we buy men flowers? So very excited to receive this. And this is like just a little call that if you have someone in your life, your dad, your brother, your boyfriend who has a favourite flower, why don't you just go out and buy a little bunch of their favourite flower, whether that's something as stunning as like a big bouquet of roses or even just like some sunflowers. I think that's such a nice little gift, and I think men really appreciate flowers. Like, I don't think we give them enough credit for the fact that they really do like their flowers, but these are just so pretty. So I need to arrange them. Also, they come so lovely packaged, and they've got this really cool like gel, which I always love because I feel like it makes them last a lot longer. But I'm gonna give all the stems a little trim just to make sure that they get a really, really nice drink of water. But oh, just so pretty. I'm so in love. Is there any better sight than a beautiful bunch of fresh blooms sitting on your dressing table? Oh, they look so pretty. I'm so happy with them. It's actually been such a long time since I last had a fresh bouquet, just especially because we've been like kind of here and there in terms of like where we've been recently, and all of my content has been very like holiday vibes up until now. We're finally starting to get into the transitional period, so the Instagram feed is changing a little. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to go and head over there, because I put so much effort into my Instagram. Like, that is just my baby and I absolutely love it. You'll probably be seeing the flowers on the gram soon if you haven't already seen them as well. And before anyone says anything from that time lapse, yes, I did cut the stems with scissors, which I know you're not supposed to do, but the bouquet is just so beautiful. I don't want to ruin it yet, so I've decided just for today I'm going to cut them with scissors, and then tomorrow I'll give them all a fresh trim with a knife, just so that they can really get like a good drink, just because it's such a pretty bouquet that I didn't want to take it apart, cut each stem and then have to put it all back together again, because it just looks so pretty. I absolutely love it, and the gel that they've put it in has really made them last. Like, I'm really impressed, because normally when flowers arrive, kind of half dead already, so I'm really impressed that they're still looking really beautiful. So very happy about those. Well, this is quite a cute little setup, isn't it? It's a little while later now. I've just finished having lunch. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm home alone, I kind of forget about lunch, and usually gets to about 2, half 2, and I'm like, oh damn it, I should probably eat something. So I'm very full now. Had a lovely lunch, and whilst I was eating, I had a little knock at the door, and I want to do unboxes with you because this is quite an exciting delivery, and I feel like we only have maybe like a week or so left to be able to enjoy this, and that is a lovely bottle of Beviamo Aperitivo. So if you are someone who's a fan of an Aperol Spritz, this is for you. I am someone that I don't like a strong Aperol Spritz. Like, I like to have a lot of lemonade in mine, but I do think it's such a lovely like summery drink. I mean, this is the kind of thing that you drink on like a balcony in Italy, let's be honest. But they really kindly sent it over. Look at that. I love the colour of it. I feel like it's going to go so nicely on our bar cart. And I think there's a couple tonics in here. Oh no, wait. What do we have? Oh, cute. A little bottle of Prosecco. Lovely. I love these mini bottles because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes Alex and I will want to have, like, on a Friday night, a wee drink with our, like, dinner, but we don't want to open a full bottle because we know we're not going to both get through it. Like, we literally just want, like, one glass each. So I feel like these are so perfect. Or if you're someone who, you know, I don't know, you're the only one in your household that likes Prosecco, then it's a definite, like, must. And then the last couple of things, yeah, these are the tonics. So these are the classic lemonades to add with the Aperol, which honestly, how cute are these? I love these. I think this is such a lovely, like, if you're going to someone's house, like in September, we've got a little goodbye party for a friend of ours, so I could, like, bring both of these and then I'm sorted for the night. So yeah, that was very, very kind. I will link down below if you want to shop them, but very, very nice. Gonna have to save that for Friday night because, as I said, we've only got a couple more weeks left to be able to get the most out of our Aperol spritzes. I'm really, really good at this summer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So gutted that I didn't manage to get away this summer. I can't remember if I updated you actually that the wedding was cancelled completely this year. Can't remember if I did, but I know we were supposed to be, I did say it was rearranged to September. It's now been cancelled completely, which is such a shame, but it has been, like, pushed back, so still will be happening. We're still keeping our fingers crossed that we will be able to do it eventually, but alas, it just was not meant to be this year. But I have to get going because I need to go get my nails done. They are a little bit grown out. To be fair, they're not bad for 3 weeks. Like, look at that. Don't look too closely, but they're not too bad for 3 weeks. I'm actually quite impressed, so I'm gonna go get my nails freshened up and make myself looking beautiful. And then just to show you my little outfit just before I go, like the full look, I'm wearing my Amazon fashion dress again. That's what I've been wearing today. I love it so, so much. It's so comfortable and such a lovely, like, summery dress. And then I actually really, really loved the vibe when I wore the outfit for the Pandora event, which I think, is that the last vlog you would have seen? Potentially the last vlog you would have seen. Which, if you've not watched it already, guys, go and check it out because we get very drunk. It was so funny. Josie and I had far too many wines, Charlotte as well. It was just one of those where they just kept, like, topping up our wine, and so I think by the end of it I probably had about 10 glasses of rosé, maybe 12. And when Alex picked me up and took me home, I was literally on the floor, like, so drunk. So it was really, really funny. I couldn't even finish the vlog. I was sitting on the train like, yeah, this is it, this is the goodbye. So if you haven't seen me drunk before, go and check out that video because it's bloomin' hilarious. But I really liked the outfit, the, like, white dress with a leather jacket. I just thought it looked really cool, so I've decided to wear that today. I've just chucked on beiges, which I don't really know if they go, but to be perfectly honest, I just can't really be bothered. Like, I'm literally just nipping out to get my nails done, and then my mulberry bag, of course. So today's little outfit, loving it, absolutely loving it. Now let's go get our nails done. Back from the nail salon now, and I'm just tucking into a Diet Coke because I was seriously falling asleep there. I don't know, does anyone else get, like, really sleepy when they get their nails done? I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's quite a relaxing thing. You're just kind of sitting there, also, like, buffing out your nails. It's a bit of nice music playing. You've got your mask that's nice and, like, warm, and you're just kind of sitting there like that just me? But I love the colour I went for. It's just like this really cute, like, Barbie pink. This ring always twists, drive me nuts. It's this really nice Barbie pink, which is really, really nice. She's cut them down a little bit in length. Honestly, I feel like I'm one of the few people at the nail salon that's always like, can you cut it a bit shorter? Can you cut it a bit shorter? Because most people like to have, like, really long nails. There's a girl beside me actually who is getting, like, the longest acrylics I've ever seen, and I am just not that kind of person. Like, I cannot cope with long nails. As soon as they start to get a bit longer, I'm like, no, cut them off. But I am back now, and I have a few little bits and bobs that I need to do around my dressing room. I basically just need to have a little bit of a declutter and a sort out in here because I feel like it's getting a bit much. Like, I think I need to kind of do these every few weeks because, especially with my job, how much comes in, how much goes out, like, it's a very, like, fast moving thing. Things can pile up quickly if I don't, like, actually just spend the time and, like, take the time to just kind of, like, blitz through it, and things just, like, it builds up. Just things like here, where the windowsill is, I've got like a shelving unit with stuff on that's kind of like been piling up recently. The wardrobe's been piling up recently, and I just need a big old sort out. So that is the plan of action this afternoon. Than a nice tidy dressing room? I think not. I'm so happy. It's so nice and tidy. Everything's all clean. That is just there because this is Alex's birthday present, and girlfriend of the year, I bought him a Nintendo Switch. This video is going out after his birthday, so it's his birthday this weekend as I'm filming this, and my really grown up 26-year-old boyfriend is getting a Nintendo Switch for his birthday. I think he'll be really excited about that. And look at the card that I've got him. I need to write that as well. He loves David Attenborough, so I thought that was really cute. So that's just there. That's like the only messy thing in here, just to like remind me that I need to wrap that tonight before he gets home from work. But this is all nice and neat. I've kind of like tidied this up as much as I can. This is my documents and files down there, which I do need to go through, but that is just a job for another day. This is all my hairsprays, dry shampoos, hairbrushes, straighteners, yada yada. Makeup there. And then one thing I do really need to do is be a lot better at emptying this bin because it just fills up and it always looks so messy. And then we keep my tripods, and I'm really upset. We're probably going to need to get this out soon. I probably should have put it away for summer, but oh well. This is my softbox for when it's not light enough in here and I need a bit of help. So yeah, that's there. This is all looking nice and neat. I'm actually kind of excited because soon we're going to be doing the autumn switchover. So this is kind of the last you're going to be seeing the shelves looking like this. This is like my summer setup, and I have absolutely loved it. I think it's probably the longest I've ever gone without rearranging them. Like, it's literally been like that for about 3 months. Very proud of myself. Probably won't do too much to change it, but I just want to make it a bit more seasonal, a bit more autumn winter appropriate. And then can we just appreciate in here, this is looking very neat. I mean, this is neat for me. One thing I do really need to do is find a better storage solution for my spilled over shoes, because this is just not vibing. And then this is like my PR stuff that's new in. This is like camera equipment, sunglasses and stuff, and then all of my hats at the top there. And then in this one, look how good this one's looking. I'm so happy with how this is looking. Look at this. So neat. That's just a box of stuff down there. This is like stuff that stays in. So we've got this is all like my blazers, which I keep in there, and then this is stuff I need to shoot, and then hangers for any new in things coming in, and then boxes up there. Now at the top, I'm really unsure what to do. I really like having things above the wardrobe, but I don't know if this is too much white. So these boxes are definitely going to stay, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this. This is my Cloud9 like travel case thing that I got sent recently, and I really do like it, but I don't know if it's too much white up there. So let me know what you guys think. And then, of course, we've got the hats over there, which, again, are going to be changing soon. I'm kind of upset I didn't put the hats, the straw hats there until quite late into summer, because I feel like I didn't appreciate, or like get to appreciate, the true summer vibes for long enough, because I only put them out there in like July. But they're going to be switching back over to my wall fedoras soon. I'm really loving the pink vibe, but I don't know if we're going to keep the pink vibe for autumn winter. But that is for another video. You guys know that we are going to be doing the autumn wardrobe switchover soon. Let me know if you're excited. I don't know if it's too soon to do it. I don't know when I want to do it, but I am kind of itching to get out some of last year's autumn clothing. But I think I kind of shot myself in the foot last year, or spring of this year, and I didn't separate them into autumn and winter pieces. So I think I'm going to have to do like a huge sort through of all of that stuff, but I'm wanting to get out like my boots. I want to get on my boots so that I can start styling up like transitional pieces. I want to start styling up a bit more like layering, things that are just going to be able to transition us into the colder seasons. I'm actually getting really excited about that, so let me know if you're excited for the wardrobe switchover. Let me know if you want to see that now, or if you think I should maybe wait for the weather to get a little bit cooler. Let me know. But if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you are going to be kept up to date with all of the autumn content, because there is a lot coming in. I know that a lot of people that watch these videos, even though you like come back regularly, you aren't actually subscribed, so it would just really help me out if you hit that subscribe button so that I know you're enjoying my videos. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna leave this one here. I know the start of this video was a bit of a heavy one, but I always want to be real with you guys. I always want to, like, you know, let you know what's happening, the good and the bad. We share it all. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're having a lovely week. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you are enjoying the video, and if you got this far, leave me the rose emoji or any flower emoji, your favorite flower emoji. Leave that in the comments down below so I know that you got to the end of this video, and I will see you in my next one.